like, green might be happy, this might be angry, and they can fill up a bottle with all the different feelings that they're feeling. Little boxes are really good because sometimes, we'll have them write down things or put things in here so they can kind of put it in the box and tuck it away for now, and then we can come back to it later. Or even if they want to bury the box or throw it away, just to kind of a cathartic release of whatever those feelings are.
I'm Sara Dawson, and I am a licensed professional counselor intern for the Children's Advocacy Center in Collin County, as well as an intern at the Texas Women's University Family and Children's Therapy Clinic in Denton. I'm qualified to provide play therapy, which is a socio-emotional aspect for kiddos that might have attachment disorders or behavioral concerns. Then I contract out with different providers that I bring in specifically to work on speech, fine motor skills, gross motor skills, things like that. So play therapy is something that's been around for a while and kind of actually started in the North Texas area at UNT with Dr. Gary Landreth. It has been growing in popularity and growing in awareness. It's still not something that's really on the forefront, but more and more research is coming out to show the benefits of this. So the whole idea is, as adults, when we go to counseling, we can verbalize and use our words to talk about our problems. Children don't have the language capacity or the intellectual capacity yet to say, man, I'm really mad about this, or I'm really upset about that. They're not there yet. The way children communicate comes out in what they do in their play. So in play therapy, the whole idea is that you're there as an accepting individual. You're unconditional. You're letting them play out whatever they need to play out without judgment, without comment. You're there with them in the moment. You reflect on the feelings you see. You help them feel understood. It's somebody that's saying, hey, I see you and I hear you and I can see what you're going through.
This is a sand tray. Sand tray therapy is a really big part of play therapy. Kids find the sand really therapeutic, just kind of like adults do. It can be really calming. And then we try to have a really wide array of figures, is what we call them, that they can play with in the sand. Much more advanced play therapists can even do some interpretation of sand trays to see what kind of themes are coming up in kids' play. We tend to try not to attribute too much to it because, again, we're assuming we know what that kid is trying to tell us without them vocalizing, and our assumption might be completely wrong from what they're telling us in the sand tray, unless it's really explicit play, like somebody's hurting somebody else. But kind of the themes that we look for and are more relevant is if, a child's playing in the sand and one of the dinosaurs attacks a whale. That's kind of them getting some of that aggressive release play out and telling us that, they've got some frustration that they're trying to work out. It doesn't necessarily mean that they saw somebody beating up somebody else or that they're going to beat somebody else up. It just, that's telling me that they've got some sort of frustration that they want to release.
Some kids, especially kids that have been in traumatic situations, that will come out in their play. You will see, what's going on in their home or what's going on in their lives come out in their play, and then you're able to provide an unconditional, accepting environment with those feelings and those emotions that they may not be getting elsewhere. And that helps them realize, it's okay to feel upset. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel happy. It's helping create an emotional knowledge that helps us become psychologically and emotionally healthier adults.
This is our bop bag that you can kick, you can punch, you can throw around. Sometimes kids will do this aggressively. Sometimes they just kind of do it playfully. They'll be smiling at you while they kick it, just kind of like, is this okay? Kind of figuring out, what are the rules in here, which that's the one thing about play therapy is that there really aren't a lot of limits. Unless that child's going to hurt themselves, hurt you, or break something, we work very hard not to set any limits here. So it's a place where they can feel free to just kind of be themselves and not have that restriction. We're not here to parent you. We're here to let you kind of self-express and get out what you need to.
Play therapy is important because it's taking that child's experience and validating it. Just like as adults, we want somebody to validate the way we feel and the way we experience life, it's no less important for a child.